Hands up, the regular party goers in here. Have you noticed that now, as you become juniors and seniors, you show up at a party like a special guest?
Yes.
You used to go to the party every week, couldn't miss one. Then you miss one and realize you can live. Now you show up at the party like this. Girl, you still here? What's up? No, the habits never change. That's what people do. By the way, I went to my first party at 18. There's 3 people. I had my first drink at 18. I told y'all my parents were alcoholics, so I scared alcohol. Still am, because my brother's still crazy. To do the incredible, you got to dream the impossible. To do the incredible, you have to dream the impossible. Everything we experienced in 2016 was once deemed impossible. These clothes y'all wearing, these shoes, this building was once deemed impossible. Every genius was first considered a fool. What do you mean, computer? Laptop? What is that? And by the way, for all this high-tech stuff we have, the one skill we're losing is the ability to talk to people. Y'all will sit right next to each other and text each other. I'm at a conference, this person is texting this person. I'm in the middle. I'm like, why are you texting her? That's for you. You let out loud. She said, maybe they're talking about me. You can talk about me. Because see, and if you remember nothing else, try to remember this. You have no responsibility for what other idiots do. You only have responsibility for how you receive. And as a man, and I'll talk to the fellas in a minute, my manhood is never on trial. I'm 57 years old. I've never had a fight in my life. You can't make me fight. You can't make me fight. I don't trust the police, but I know their number. As long as I'm not calling on nobody with my last name, I'm good. You get a free shot too, hit me. Like in the old Western. 911. For those of y'all that live in any semblance of a hood, we let the idiots now tell us how to live our lives. The thieves told y'all snitches get stitches, and y'all bought into it. And then wonder why your neighborhood went to hell. All these idiot rappers, and by the way, for the black folks in this room, don't nobody in the world call their women bitches and hoes for profit but us. And y'all dance, but the women dance to it. Bitch over here. Oh, bitch. Y'all forget it in. They ain't dance to it, y'all just straight. Y'all just, but I say that because I want y'all to understand, junk in, junk out. Because men have internalized that now. And then you got women that are comfortably calling each other, that's my bitch. How you going to demand respect when you're disrespecting yourself? And to all of you all, and again, if I forget to say it, because my ADD, I say so much stuff, I forget what I have and not say it. All I'm hoping you'll do is go back and try to have some influence in whatever circle you have. You can't save the world, but you can control this circle or influence this circle. I'm a softball, baseball junkie. I used to play. I don't know why I quit. Because my wife told me to. Talk about her a little bit later. She's now the ex-wife. But I can, you know how, where the fellas at in this room? You know how fellas get together and some of us like to call women bitches? Man, you playing like a bitch. No, we don't use bitch. This is why you used to say on the softball field, nice I agree. No, we don't do bitch. I got a mother, I've got a wife, I've got 2 daughters, I got a grandmama. We don't say bitch. Mr. Diversity, right? Even on the softball field. I said, you can call them bitch all you want, just not around me, y'all cool. And that's the kind of influence you need to have. When somebody says that off-color joke, it's an indication of what they really think about you. Because if you just sit there and listen, in their minds, you bought in. Affirmation. Action. Affirmation. Action. Affirmation. Action. Anybody tired? Honestly, anybody tired? What do young people not tend to do the night before that makes y'all tired? One of the hardest lessons for most of y'all to learn is when to go to bed at night. You ever been in a room full of people, everybody tired, but nobody wants to be the first one to leave? And then as soon as somebody says, I'm out here, everybody, me too, me too, me too. And I know none of you have experienced this. In class, isn't this the worst sleep in the world right here? Lord, I know we don't talk often. But if you can get me through this, I'm coming past the church. I ain't saying I'm coming in. And as soon as that teacher says, I'll see y'all Thursday, hell yeah! Girl, did you see the game last night? Folks, this is the ultimate computer again. Junk in, junk out. Be careful what you let come into your head. Be very careful. See, some of y'all, my next door neighbor is 25, and every song he listened to is hip-hop. I asked him the other day, I said, you've probably heard the words bitches and hoes about 1 million times. I said, no wonder when you argue with your girlfriend, you call her bitch. Because they've argued in front of me before. I didn't even think about it like that. Any of y'all play video games that kill stuff? Y'all done killed 1 million things. So when people die around you, you like this. You shouldn't have been there. See, I don't do blood. So when people die, I'm still sad. I'm crying. Man, he died. They're like, Steve, you shouldn't have been there. Be careful. Y'all don't slow dance much anymore. To the elders in the room, remember slow dancing? There's some intimacy here. Y'all don't do that. But they don't have to. Let me tell y'all do this real quick. This is how parties used to work. I would walk to the table, ask her to dance. We're dancing. I'm shooting my little game here. Then I would walk her back to her seat. Nowadays, y'all parties are like the Animal Channel. Brothers in particular lurking around the room. And the minute you make eye contact, I would love to be 21 again. Because if I can stop a total stranger on her butt for 15, 20 minutes, life is good. Back in the day, because the highlight bus was just trying to rub on the butt on the snowman. And they quickly cut that off. Y'all lucky these women got older because they would have killed a lot of these young dudes. Don't you ever. The only difference between ordinary and extraordinary are those of you willing to do the little bit extra. Those of you willing to do what other people want will have what other people don't. There's a great line from the great debaters that said, we do what we have to do today so we can do what we want to do tomorrow. That's what school is for you. You do this because you have to. Don't nobody wake up in the morning like, wow, I'd really like to walk in the cold to go listen to a boring ass lecture. Now, let me go do this. No, but you have to do that. And I say that to help some of you all give school a little bit more importance. I was telling the story coming in that I got both my degrees from the University of Illinois. And this is a quick story about just not letting failure beat you down. I took my final journalism class. That's what my major was. Came out in the hallway, students are crying. I'm like, uh-oh, they crying. I know I'm in trouble. So I go over to the culture center where I was working. And I typed this letter to the 2 teachers who co-taught the class. Dear sirs, I thank you for the educational experience. There's nothing to be gained by failing me. I have a job lined up, and I'm ready to be a contributing member of society. If you've ever wanted to help an African American, we're black then. If you ever want to help a black person, please feel free to let this be your opportunity. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, Steve Borden. I go home. Grades come on Christmas Eve. I told my mother, I said, Mama, open this. She said, well, you never let me open your grades. Mama, your relationship with God is better than mine. B, A, D. I said, what you say? A, B, D. I said, D? D. She said, say, D-Man diploma! Your objective is to get your diploma. Because the college campus also is a place where a whole lot of people can flunk out of school and act like y'all don't know. How many of y'all got people on your campus you know that flunked out of school, they still hanging around like they in school? They might even have a backpack. They leave on the hour trying to give you the impression they going to class. Where you going, Steve? I'm out. I'm out. Four keys to success. 1, dream big dreams. I'm going to send you all this again if I can read your email. Dream big dreams. Don't think small. I did a presentation at a high school once and asked them what was their dream, and the kid said he wanted a $50,000 a year job. Well, for somebody in high school, $50,000 is a whole lot of money. But y'all know money is real big. You want Oprah money. Mm-hmm. And Oprah poured to Bill Gates. Bill Gates looked at Oprah like this. Really? I'm sorry, Oprah. Get that TV show. But dream real big dreams. If failure wasn't an option, anybody in this room, tell me, what would you do with your life? If you couldn't fail, don't tell me succeed, you have to be doing something. Failure not an option. What are you doing? Doing what? Help them out. Go ahead.
I would like to travel the world and help people.
Okay, anybody else? Failure not an option. What are you doing?
I would do more directing, write more plays, and write them all around the world.
Okay, failure not an option.
Immigration lawyer, work with refugees.
Failure not an option. I'm sorry.
Astronaut.
Oh! Really? Look, last astronaut movie I saw, we'll miss you. when that tube break, what's your first name?
John.
Bye, John. Where are you from, John?
Here, Minnesota.
We'll name a high school after you. Anybody else? Failure not an option. What are you going to do? I can't see without my glasses. Yes. Anybody else? Failure not an option. What are you going to do? Because I'm going to send you all these questions. Yes.
When Edison made the light bulb, he failed 1,000 times, right? When
Yes.
someone asked him, you failed 1,000 times, why did you keep going? He said, I never failed. It just took me 1,000 steps to make it.
Yep. And he also added to that, now I know 1,000 things not to do. And let me say this while I'm glad and thank you for bringing that up. No matter what happens in your life, how many of y'all have been in relationships that didn't work? How many of y'all got your heart broken? Let me say this, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I do love to talk about relationships because they impact a lot of y'all. Sometimes when your relationship don't work out, particularly for women, y'all will walk around campus all lost and confused for a couple of weeks, and then flunk out of school over some idiot who don't remember your name 2 years later. But understand this, everything that happens in our lives, if we reframe it, becomes positive. What lesson were you supposed to learn from that relationship? And if you focus on that and not the person, and by the way, when your heart gets broken, if you keep living, it heals. What those people had their heart broken? Have you noticed every day you woke up, it got a little bit easier? When I got my heart, man, my heart got crushed. I couldn't even eat. You know, when you in love, I saw her face in the cereal. Every song that came on, I want to go outside. I met her in the rain. It may sound pretty. But you keep waking up. And recognize this, those of you all, you will never find the love that you think you want if you're not willing to risk pain. The two go hand in hand. Nobody can hurt you more than that person you love. But I've got to love you before you can hurt me. Now the balance is you've got to believe they won't hurt you. And some of y'all, once you get your feelings hurt, you put up a force field. And you don't let anybody get close. Then y'all start saying stupid stuff like, there are no good men here. There are no good women here. You haven't met every woman, every man. Most of y'all ain't never had more than 4 or 5 real relationships, if that many. So you done gave up on a whole group of people because 4 people hurt you. My friends ask me, Steve, will you get married again? I'm like, yes. Because having the right person in your